Hey guys, it's Cass on Transform Your Life, and I've been thinking about what I wanted to share in this video because I am honestly at a loss at this point for words. I've been grappling with a lot of different things that have been going through my mind regarding what I wanted to share in this video, and I also have been grappling with how vulnerable I want to be in this video because of many times in the past when I was vulnerable publicly regarding what was going on in my life, and everyone literally just abandoned me. So this is really hard for me to do this, to be vulnerable once again. But honestly, at this point, I have nothing to lose. Even if people are, well, my trauma brain is like, people are gonna abandon you, and I'm trying to interrupt that and tell myself that develop a belief, keep developing this belief that there is a way out of this, and that someone can show up to help you in your situation. And that's one of the messages that I've been guided to share in this video, is that if you feel like these patterns in your life never end, whatever it is that you're going through, that they never end, I am with you on that. I feel you on that. I actually have a love-hate relationship with the law of attraction because of everything that I've lived through in my life. And I'm not one of those people that, is really, it's not really my go-to to promote the law of attraction because of how much oppression I've experienced in my life. I more want to help shed light on what is happening systematically in our society that is keeping people in states of imprisonment, so people don't have to go through what I have had to go through to work so hard just to clear these subconscious blocks and recreate and transform my core beliefs, just to be able to experience any level of dignity, any level of safety, any sense of security, right? Even though I do teach people about the law of attraction and how to create out of oppression and being exploited and being preyed upon, I do teach people how to do that. But there's also this other side of me that I'm really passionate about saying and expressing, that people having to work this hard to create safety and security for themselves is very oppressive. I don't want anyone to have to go through what I have had to live through. And I don't want anyone to have to work as hard as I have to recreate for themselves. So that's something that I've wanted to share, is that I am not an advocate for anyone having to do as much work as I have to recreate out of the darkness, out of their imprisonment. As much as I am like, if I can do it, I believe most people can. Along with that, I don't want people to think that as I'm saying that's what people should be left to, is their own devices and their own creative power alone to get to where they are no longer being harmed and preyed upon by abusive people. So that's something I'm being guided to share right now. Let me pause for a moment. This is so hard. They're telling me to share more of my story of what's going on. I don't honestly, I don't even know where to start. I am being told, guided to say, as a woman who has survived sex trafficking since she was a child, because of my vulnerabilities, I have been preyed upon over and over and over again by predatory people within institutions and safe houses for women like me, as well, not just predators out amongst the world outside of shelters, safe houses, and programs for women who've been human trafficked, but also people who run these programs that are put in place that are supposed to be helping women like me to create stability for ourselves, to create independence for ourselves. And because of who I am and the message that I bring, even if I don't open my mouth and tell people who I am, they can see my light and they can see my power that I have within me. And so what my spiritual team is guiding me to say in this video is that I have continued to be, as I have worked to build my independence, I keep getting preyed upon by dark people because there's a spiritual warfare going on where narcissistic, demonic people and abusive, predatory people of all different levels keep trying to trap me institutionally, where I am not able to leave the facility. Now, I can't explain everything in this video because of what's going on, but my spiritual team was really pushing me to be more vulnerable because I really, at this point, I need to do everything I can to say I've done all that I can to assist myself, quote unquote, save myself in a society that is so, is really pushing this narrative that no one's coming to save you, right? No one's coming to save you. And I'm here to tell everyone how much women like me need someone to help us. Because after we've done all that we can do, because of our light, we have institutional, dictatorial people prey upon us and stop us from escaping the imprisonment we've lived through in so many different ways in this society. Every time we try to create stability for ourselves, another predator comes in, whether that's through a law enforcement agency, a safe house agency, a program, whether that's through an employer. There's all these ways that women like me are stopped from escaping their imprisonment because of the nature of how everything plays out when you're looking at traumas like this starting back in childhood, and you're looking at people's vulnerabilities. And even if a woman is very clear on how to do her best to protect herself and heal from these atrocities that have happened to her, unfortunately, this system that we live in is not set up to help women like me heal or escape the cycle and patterns of abuse happening over and over and over again, and especially in the safe houses, shelters, and programs that are run by highly abusive people who are abusing their power, who are abusing their authority over women like me. I have witnessed women die, women land in psychiatric units because we are being trapped in these institutions. And right now, I am in a safe house because of what has happened to me. There has been a chain of events leading all the way back to my childhood where, because of my vulnerabilities, because of my light, even when I am, out in the quote unquote normal world, and I'm working for an employer and I'm doing my best to survive in this capitalistic society, right? Where I have to take care of myself and there's no one here to help me, right? Even in those instances where I am exercising independence and I'm taking care of myself and I'm doing the best I can to assist myself. I've been working for years on building my own business as an entrepreneur in spite of everything I've lived through. People see this in me, right? So people see my blazing light that springs forth from my eyes, that they can feel when I walk in the room. They can sense it and see it, and because they're dark and they know that they can sense that I'm bringing this revolutionary message, they seek to destroy me and take me out. And this isn't working anymore for me to always save myself, never have anyone to support me. I'm working so hard to change my core beliefs around this, and this takes time, right? As a manifestor who has been abandoned, as a conscious creator is what I was meaning to say, as a conscious creator who's looking at my childhood wounds and my belief systems, and I'm moving towards layer by layer recreating for myself. As a woman who has lived through what I've lived through, it is incredibly difficult to manifest out of this because of the layers of trauma, the layers of conditioning, the core beliefs, the deep-seated self-hatred, the, abandonment wounds where I'm like, I've seen over and over and over again that people are, totally, leaving me to my own devices in so many different ways. And I guess what I'm getting to is that what I'm advocating for is for people to realize that people like me need help. As much as I have created shifts for myself as a woman who used to not be able to walk, I am walking now. Like, as a woman who used to at times not even be able to talk or form my thoughts, I'm actually filming videos, and I'm I'm able to use my faculty of reasoning to put thoughts together, form thoughts, ideas, and bring them forth on a YouTube channel, right? But for me to keep doing all of this by myself when people are trying to trap me and stop me from this message because they can tell that I have a really big mission. My spirit team keeps telling me that these dark people can tell I have a really big mission. And I was told, if you give up, everyone loses. everyone on this planet loses because of the message you're bringing, right? I don't want to give up. I'm here saying to you too, don't give up. And what I'm advocating for is for people who are in a position of privilege, if there's anything you can do to step in and help people like me. Because unfortunately, this system is not set up to keep people like me safe, and we get preyed upon sometimes in the worst ways in facilities where those are the places that are supposed to be the most safe for us. Like right now, I'm under the dictatorial thumb of a staff who's trying to recreate the trauma that I lived through to keep me in a constant state of fight or flight, to get me to end my life. And it took everything in me, literally everything in me, to film this video for you today. Let me pause for a moment to see if there's anything else they want me to say. I'm not really sure why they're telling me this. I'm so confused right now. I keep hearing go home. Go home. I'm not really sure what that means. Oh Lord, this is gonna make, I hope this doesn't make me look weird to my audience. Can you guys give me some clarification on that? Because I'm confused. Okay. I just heard going home to your people, and as they continued to clarify it, I'm being told that this is a way for me to go back home. So in the spiritual community, there's this concept of coming back home to yourself, reconnecting with the highest aspects of your being, of your soul, to heal. And they were telling me, go back home by connecting to your people, by being vulnerable. This is how you're going to heal this wound, is by having the courage and bravery to get vulnerable with your audience and recreate that sense of going back home to yourself, to that highest state of experiencing a sense of safety and security by taking the risk again, and this time having faith that it's gonna work. Changing my thoughts, changing my beliefs around this, that if I go home to my audience by connecting to you and sharing with you what's happening to me, I'm connecting to my higher self. I'm healing these childhood wounds. I'm coming back home to myself, which is how we heal, by loving myself enough to take the risk to connect to my audience deeper. And maybe this will clear an energetic block that I've had inside of me that's stopping me from being free. That's keeping me imprisoned because I've had this fear of telling people the full story, telling people I need help. I'm here to be vulnerable. I'm here to go home. In other words, come back home to myself through my people, my audience, the people who are watching me. If I keep seeing 37 on the clock every time I look up, which is confirmation that it's, yeah, you're on the right track, you're hearing us, you're understanding. If I come back home to myself by connecting, by going to my people, you guys out there, because I have no one, I have nothing. I've lost everything and everyone, and I have to protect myself from this world because my light is so bright. I've had people see me, and instantly, just by seeing my light, they try to kill me. Because that's what the reality is of this narcissistic pandemic we live in, right? So what I'm doing is I'm going to my people, is the words they used with me, coming to you guys through my video to clear this energetic block, to get vulnerable, right? Because I think a true leader has to show their vulnerabilities. They have to show their real life struggles, what it really is that they're going through, how hard it's really been for them. Know when to put down that stoic, brave face and show the human side, right, of what they are going through, what they are experiencing. And this is what I'm experiencing, and this is how I'm coming back home to myself, is to express that vulnerability, tell the truth, bring the truth out into the light. I am a woman who has been wrongfully institutionalized over and over and over and over again. I never committed a crime. I never did anything wrong. I was the one people preyed upon me, right? The crime was committed, inflicted upon me. And my guides are guiding me to be vulnerable right now. Do all I can do. Take this, another chance to say, I need help. I need help because this systemic setup here in America for human trafficking survivors isn't working, right? This isn't working. I'm here to be a voice for that. I'm here to say this setup isn't working. I'm here to say that most of these facilities are run by full-blown predatory people who work covert aggressively under the table subtly to kill and destroy women like me in their facilities because of the spiritual warfare. They seek to destroy our light. They seek to get us to give up. And I'm here to tell you, I'm not giving up. I'm not going to give up, and I'm going to have faith and belief that somehow I just cleared an energetic block, and I am going to affirm and have faith that someone is going to help me. And I want you to do the same. If you've been imprisoned and you see this video, I want you to know that if you are in any type of situation like this right now, that I am with you and there is a way out. And it's not fair that we've had to work so hard, expend so much mental energy towards keeping ourselves alive, keeping ourselves believing, right? But the more you can do the healing work and understand that it is one of your life journeys, one of your purposes in life is to learn strength here, right? Those of us who have been through these extreme situations here on earth, one of your spiritual, I can't think of the word I want to use, lessons maybe, is to learn strength in all of this, to not throw in the towel and be like, you know what, I've tried so long for so hard and I keep getting imprisoned. And I'm here to help you, tell you, don't let go of your strength. And I'm saying this for me too. This is a message for me. Don't let go of your inner strength. Don't throw in the towel. Keep your hope alive and keep your belief alive that if you're doing the right thing and you're doing the best you can, that your spiritual team is helping clear these blocks for you, okay? This is what I'm working to believe right now, is that I'm not going to give up, because I know that if I have faith and I keep listening and I'm obedient to the guidance I'm getting, no matter how scary this is, no matter what's going on right now, if I have faith and belief that the doors will be opened for me, then I believe and know the door will be cleared once and for all, and I'll be out of this systemic trap that I find myself constantly in. So this is what I am being guided to share with everyone today, and I will continue in the next video, because I am not giving up, and you're going to see the next video and the next video and the next video from me.